U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says Washington believes the war with Iran could end within weeks without the need for ground troops. He also says Washington has received signals from Iran suggesting a willingness to engage.
We're going to destroy their Navy, we're going to destroy their Air Force, and we are going to significantly destroy their missile launchers so they can never hide behind these things to get a nuclear weapon. We are achieving all those objectives. We are ahead of schedule on most of them, and we can achieve them without any ground troops, without any.
All right, let's go to Teresa Bo, who's live for us in Washington, D.C. Teresa, it's been a very busy day for the Trump administration. Just hearing there from Marco Rubio, earlier the U.S. Secretary of State, but also the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Donald Trump himself.
Well, certainly. And Trump was speaking at an event hosted by Saudi Arabia. It's called the Future Investment Initiative. It's happening in Florida. And there, Donald Trump, again, he was joking. He called the Strait of Hormuz the Strait of Trump, jokingly, and made other jokes. But again, he started saying and continued to say how the United States continues to win this war, saying that they're annihilating Iran, among other issues. Suddenly, this is what President Trump had to say.
We're crushing Iran's currently as we speak. I just looked. We had another big day. We hit them. They don't know what's happening. Remember this? They lied about 3 days ago. I said, yeah, we're negotiating with Israel. We are not negotiating. They're being hit so hard. Anybody would be negotiating. They are negotiating. They're begging to make a deal. They're begging to make a deal. Turned out I was right. They were negotiating, which they admitted 2 days later. And in order to make up for their misstatement, they said, we're going to send you 8 ships of oil. And the following day I saw, this is 2 days ago, I saw on one of the networks, very strange, there were 8 ships of oil coming out of Iran. And then they actually said, we're going to add an extra 2. And they added an extra 2.
And Teresa, Trump obviously covered a lot of territory. Most of it we've heard before. You know, something he referenced was the Venezuelan capturing of the American capturing, rather, of the Venezuelan Nicolas Maduro. And then he also went on to talk about the changes in the Middle East because of the US. And that would include, he says, that it should be time for Saudi Arabia and Israel to normalize ties once the Iran war ends.
Well, Donald Trump spoke again about reestablishing the Abraham Accords. And let's remember what the accords were. It's this diplomatic, that it was reestablishing relations between Arab countries and Israel. It started in 2020. It began with Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates. And certainly the war on Gaza, in a way, stopped all of this, mostly because of the pressure that many Arab countries had because of what was happening in the Gaza and because of Israel's war on Gaza. And it's not clear yet what will happen now with Iran. There are many shared concerns with the war, the ongoing war in Iran, and what will happen after this. But there's been lots of reporting, for example, of coming out here in the United States about Saudi Arabia telling the Trump administration that they need to finish the war with Iran, that they have an opportunity to reshape the Middle East. It's not clear yet whether this is something that the Trump administration has in mind, especially considering that these talks are ongoing between the United States and Iran, that this 15-point agreement has been presented to Iran and that right now the United States is waiting to hear from. But all of this raises the question yet again. And what many people here in the United States are asking is, what is the end game right now for the Trump administration? This started as going against Iran's nuclear weapons, that it shifted into regime change, asking people in Iran to take to the streets and take their government. So people here really want to know what is the end game and how long this war is going to last.
Yeah, absolutely. Many questions there. Thanks very much, Teresa Bo, the latest from Washington, D.C.